A TikTok influencer struck an 81-year-old military veteran in a memorial parking lot, unaware that 40 motorcycle club members were observing from within the building. The young man was recording the entire incident for his social media audience when he assaulted Walter Chen across the face. Walter was a Vietnam War veteran decorated with a Purple Heart who simply needed a parking space. He had politely requested 3 young men to vacate the handicapped spot where he possessed a valid parking permit. That's when the assault occurred. "You should have kept to yourself, old man," the aggressor yelled while continuing to film. "This is going to generate massive engagement on TikTok." His 2 companions laughed and captured footage from multiple angles. "He probably claims he served in combat but likely just worked an administrative job," Tyler remarked. Walter was experiencing significant pain. "Please leave me be, son. What's the matter, Grandpa?" he mocked. "Intimidated by someone young?" What these foolish young men failed to realize was that 40 members of the motorcycle club were conducting their monthly gathering in the establishment's back room. They witnessed everything through the window. Tank, the club's president, rose to his feet. "Brothers, we have a situation." The aggressor kicked Walter's hearing aid across the asphalt. "What's wrong, Grandpa?" Unable to hear me now? Walter's hands trembled and bled from his fall. "Please, I only needed—" "Nobody is concerned with what you need, old man." The young man raised his hand to strike Walter once more. That's when 40 bikers rose to their feet in perfect synchronization. They didn't rush outside. They advanced in military formation, their boots creating a cadence that commanded everyone's attention in the parking lot. Tank's voice pierced the silence with commanding authority. "You just sealed your fate, boy." Tyler finally realized he was encircled by 40 visibly furious bikers. His filming crew ceased recording and began retreating toward their vehicle. "Hey, relax," Tyler said with obvious nervousness. "It's merely a prank for TikTok." "A prank?" growled Hammer, an imposing biker with arms like massive tree trunks. "You just physically assaulted a war hero?" Walter raised his hand feebly. "Please, no violence. I don't wish for any trouble." But the bikers were no longer heeding Walter's words. They were fixated on Tyler like predators circling prey. "Delete the footage," Tank ordered. "Absolutely not," Tyler objected. "This is valuable content. You older generation doesn't comprehend social media." Snake retrieved his phone. Tyler Brooks, 3.2 million followers, notorious for controversial pranks. "If you believe bikers are the good people, subscribe to this channel and show us your support." He continued reading. Previous content includes pushing a homeless individual into traffic and demolishing a child's birthday celebration. "Those videos received millions of views," Tyler boasted. "This incident is going to bring you millions of consequences," Razor assured him, cracking his knuckles menacingly. Tyler attempted to flee. He managed 3 steps before Hammer clotheslined him to the pavement. "My camera!" Tyler cried out. "That's a $10,000 camera." "Now it's a $10,000 pile of scrap," Tank declared, crushing it beneath his boot. Tyler desperately pulled out his phone. "I'm contacting the police." "This is assault." "Go right ahead," Tank said with calm composure. "Explain to them how you assaulted an 81-year-old disabled veteran while filming it." That's when something remarkable occurred. Walter approached to where Tyler was. "Young man, do you know for whom I came to this memorial?" Tyler shook his head, terrified. "Corporal Tyler James Patterson," Walter said. "My dearest friend who died saving my life." Walter's voice gained strength. "He was 22 years old, the same age as you, when he sacrificed himself on a grenade to protect our squad." The bikers stood in reverent silence. "His final words instructed me to live a good life for both of us," Walter continued. "And I've honored that request every single day for 50 years. Tyler couldn't meet his gaze. "You share his first name but possess none of his character," Walter said with sadness. "He died for something meaningful while you exist for meaningless validation." "I'm sorry," Tyler mumbled. "No, you're not," Walter responded. "You're merely frightened of these bikers." He was correct. Tyler was only remorseful because he'd been caught. Walter regarded Tyler with pity, not rage. "Son, I've been struck by professionals who intended to kill me, so your feeble slap doesn't cause me pain." "But what does hurt," Walter continued, "is that you embody everything we fought against." "What do you mean?" Tyler asked quietly. "Bullies who prey on the vulnerable," Walter explained. "Men who derive pleasure from others' suffering." He looked Tyler in the eye. You harmed an elderly man for entertainment, which makes you worse than my torturers. Tank stepped forward. Here's what's going to happen, TikTok boy. He held up Tyler's phone. You're going to delete every video where you injured or humiliated someone. That's like half my content, Tyler protested. Then you'd better start deleting, Razor stated. Tyler's fingers trembled as he deleted video after video. My career is destroyed, Tyler whined. Your career was constructed on harming people, Snake said. That's not a career. That's cruelty. But the bikers weren't finished yet. Now you're going to create a new video, Tank commanded, apologizing to Walter and every person you've pranked. No way, Tyler refused. Hammer lifted Tyler off the ground with a single hand. Would you like to reconsider? Tyler reconsidered immediately. He filmed the video right there, confessing what he'd done and apologizing to Walter. But Walter surprised everyone with his next words. I forgive you, Walter said simply. What? Tyler said, shocked. I've witnessed too much genuine violence to harbor anger, Walter explained. But forgiveness doesn't eliminate consequences. Tank smiled darkly. Speaking of consequences, he made a phone call. Hello, Chief. We have someone here who assaulted an elderly veteran on camera. Within minutes, police officers arrived. Tyler was arrested for assault and elder abuse. But before the police escorted Tyler away, Walter had one final thing to say. Young man, you wanted to go viral? Walter asked. You're about to become infamous for all the wrong reasons. He was prophetic. Within hours, the incident exploded across the internet. TikToker assaults Vietnam veteran became the top trending topic. Tyler's remaining followers deserted him in masses. Sponsors terminated their agreements. His Lamborghini was seized when the leasing company discovered the news. But something beautiful transpired as well. Walter's story went viral for the right reasons. People learned he'd earned 3 Purple Hearts and a Silver Star in Vietnam. They learned he visited that memorial wall annually to honor his fallen comrades. Donations flooded in for Walter from grateful Americans. Over $200,000 was raised within 3 days. Walter donated every cent to homeless veterans. The Iron Eagles inducted Walter as an honorary member. They presented him with a leather vest featuring patches reading Vietnam Veteran and Protected by the Iron Eagles. Every Veterans Day since, Walter rides with them, not on his own motorcycle, but in a custom sidecar they constructed specifically for him. Tyler received 90 days in jail and 2 years probation. I'm here just because of bikers. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. His TikTok account was permanently suspended. Last anyone heard, he was employed at a fast food establishment. But the story doesn't conclude there. 6 months later, Walter was at the memorial again when someone approached. It was Tyler, looking drastically different. No designer clothing, no camera equipment, just authentic remorse. Mr. Chen, Tyler said quietly. I wanted to apologize again, properly this time. Walter studied him carefully. Why now? Because I met my cellmate's grandfather in jail, Tyler explained. He told me what you men actually endured in Vietnam. Tyler pulled out an envelope. I've been working 3 jobs to save this. Inside was $5,000 in cash. It's for the Homeless Veterans Fund, Tyler said. It's not substantial, but it's a beginning. Walter's eyes misted over. This is more valuable than you realize. Why? Tyler asked. Because it demonstrates growth, Walter said. My friend Tyler Patterson would approve. Tyler broke down, weeping. For the first time in his life, he understood the significance of that name he shared. Can you tell me about him? Tyler asked. The other Tyler? Walter smiled and seated himself on a bench. For the next 2 hours, he shared stories about Corporal Tyler Patterson, about bravery, sacrifice, and brotherhood. When he finished, Tyler made a vow. I'll try to honor his name better. That's all anyone can do, Walter said. Tank and the Iron Eagles continue to protect Walter at every event. They've also established a program educating young people about respecting veterans. They call it the Tyler Patterson Honor Initiative, named after the hero, not the fool. Tyler Brooks volunteers for the program now. He shares his story as a cautionary tale about what happens when you pursue fame instead of character. He always concludes with the same line, I slapped a hero and got slapped by karma. The video of his apology remains online, not because it generates views, but because it imparts a lesson. Respect isn't content, honor isn't clickbait, and heroes deserve reverence, not ridicule. Walter Chen is 84 now. His hands tremble more and his stride is slower. But when he stands at that memorial wall, 40 bikers stand with him because they understand what Tyler Brooks learned the hard way. You don't disrespect veterans. You don't mock sacrifice. And you certainly don't strike an old soldier in front of his brothers. The Brotherhood doesn't forget. They don't forgive easily. But when they do, it transforms lives. Keep in mind, bikers still believe in protecting those who protected us. So don't mess with a veteran ever, especially in front of bikers. If you believe bikers are good people, subscribe to this channel and show us your support.